Isang magandang buhay para sa ating lahat. Okay? So the topic that we are going to discuss today is slope. First is, what is a line? A line is a set of points forming a straight path on a plane, or the slant slope between any 2 points on a line is also always equals or equal. A line on the Cartesian plane can be described by a linear equation. Di ba? So, ayan, here. So, makita natin yung x-axis, y-axis. So, ayan. Diba? So, ito yung line. Sinasabi. Linear equation, so any equation that can be put into the form of ax plus by minus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are integers and a and b are not both 0. It's called a linear equation in two variables. So the graph will be a straight line with the form of ax plus bi minus c is equal to 0. Is called the standard form or integer coefficient of on one side, all on one side, or equals 0. Okay. The equation of a line describes all the points on line of the line. So the equation is the rule for any ordered pair on the line. Example here, so we have 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. So 4 and negative 2 is not on the line, while 5 and 1 is not on the line. Well, example number 2, we have x minus 7y plus 2 is equal to 0. 4 and negative 2 is not on the line, while 5 and 1 is on the line. Okay. So, yan ang difference ng dalawa. So, to test the point by plugging x and y into the equation. Okay. So, ipa-plot lang natin yan. For the slope, here. Ayan. Slope describes the direction of a line. Ayan. So, marami yan. Kahit anong dyan, di ba? So, slope. Ayan. Depende. So, if x1 is not equal to x2, the slope of the line through those distinct points of point 1, xy, x1, y1, and point 2, x2, y2 is slope is equal to rise over run. So, it's equal to change in y over change in x, or y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So, that will be the formula. Yan, no? Yan. Why is this needed? Kasi nga, because of that, kasi parang zero yan, undefined, di ba? Remember. Nakuha nyo? Ayan. Okay, so we have here, point negative 3, 6, and then 0.52. So, ayan ating slope. Okay, kunin natin yan. Ayan. So, rise, negative 4 over 8. Bilahan natin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eh, ba't siya negative? Pababa nga, di ba? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, kaya 8 yun. So, we have here, negative 1 and 2. So, this will be a negative 1/2. So, that will be your slope. Okay? When we use the letter M, it represents slope. Diba yan, no? For the ayan, no? x1, x2, y1, and y2. So, substitute lang natin yan. Yan, no? Negative 4. So, doon ang galing yung negative 1/2. Okay. So, we have to look for the slope. Ayan. It's for the given. Ayan. For the yellow, M1. So, 2 minus 9, 11 minus 3. So, we have negative 7 over 8. So, for the blue, 2 minus, well, minus 2. So, magiging positive yan, di ba? So, and then 11 minus 5. So, we are getting 2 over 3. While for the red one is negative 2 minus 9, and then 5 minus 3. So we have here negative 11 over 2. So this will be your value of your slope for the yellow, slope for the blue, and the slope for the red. Next, we're looking for the slope. Yan. Y2 minus y1. Yan. Nakita mo, nag-zero ilalim. Hindi pwede, di ba? Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina, na mag-undefined. So, hindi pwede yun, na mag-zero ilalim mo. Di ba? Undefined na makukuha natin. Okay, so, check natin. Ayun yun na. Okay. That is negative 2 over 0 is undefined. So, hindi pwede yan. Di ba? Okay, next. Another given. So that is between the slope. Find the slope between 5, 4 and negative 3, 4. So substituting value of y2 minus y1 and all over x2 minus x1, where y2 is 4 minus 4 over negative 3 minus 5 is 0 over 8, which is 0 over negative 8, which is 0. So the slope is 0. Ito pwede ito kasi mag-i-slope yun natin ay 0. Huwag lang mag-undefined. Okay. For example, here, ito yung mangyayari dyan. Bakit siya 0? Ayan. Di ba? Wala siyang slope. Di ba? Red dyan. Kaya siya ay 0. Okay. From this result, we can see that the slope of our vertical line is undefined, where the slope of a line is 0. Ayan. Okay, next, find the slope of the line yx minus 8 is equal to y. 4x minus y is equal to 8. First, find the 2 points of the line. So, where let x will be the 0 to find the y-intercept. Yan. 4, substitute natin value ng x or 0, no, which is nilet natin x is 0. So, makukuha natin y is negative 8. So, 0 is negative 8. Yun yung ating makukuha ng value ng x and y. So, let y is equal to 0 to find the x-intercept. So, ganun din. Binaligtad lang natin, di ba? So, 4x minus 0. So, is equal to 8. So, 4x minus 8 ay 4x, is equal to 8. So, divide both sides by 4. So, x is equal to 2. So, 2 and 0. Yan. So, that will be our x1, y1, and then x2 and y2. To get for the slope, ayan, try natin computin. So, we have 4. So, magiging slope natin dito is 4. Okay. Find the slope of the line 4x minus 8 because 4x minus y is equals 8. So, we have to solve for the y. So, transpose natin yung 4 magiging negative 4x plus 8. Yan. So, pwede natin kunin yung multiply sa negative 1 para mag-positive to. Positive. Magiging negative naman to. Okay? So, we have when the equation is solved for the y, the coefficient of the x is the slope. This slope-intercept to the form of y. Slope-intercept form is y is equal to mx plus p. So, ito yan. Where this is your y, your slope mo is 4, and b mo is negative 8. Diba? Ayan, no? Where m is the slope, and b is the y-intercept. Okay. Ayan, no? Okay, so try natin. So, we have here the graph of the line that goes through 1 and negative 3 with the slope of m is equal to negative 3 over 4. Ayan. So, yun. Pwesto ng 1 and negative 3. And negative 3, ayun, and 4. Diba? X mo. So, andun yung point mo. So, ganun lang din sa kabila. Point. Para makapag-create tayo ng line. Ayan. So, ayan yung ating graph. Okay. So, ito yung graph natin ha. So, nakita nyo ha. This is 4. Ayan, negative 3 I mean. And this is 4. 4, 3, 4, 3. Pabaliktad lang yan. Okay, para makuha natin yung kanyang line graph. So, yung line na nirap natin. Okay, next, we have the sign of the slope, which is have positive slope. So, here, the green and the blue one. Okay, so which is the negative slope? The red, pink, and yellow. So, yun yun. Undefined daw yun. And this one. Slope of parallel lines. Ayan. So, two lines with the same slope are parallel. Or two parallel lines have the same slope. Di ba? Yan yung slope of parallel lines. Okay, so are the two lines parallel? Check nga natin. So, through negative 2 and 1, and 4, 5, and through 3 and 0, and 0, and negative 2. So, try natin. So, we have M1 is 5 minus 1, kasi this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Substitute lang natin formula for the M1. So, makuha natin 4 over 6 or 2/3. So, makita natin yan. Yan yung sagot natin. For the next one, ito yung x1 mo, y1, x2, y2. So, we have here 2/3. So, parehas sila, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, there are parallel. So, slope 1 and slope 2 are parallel. Okay. Yan. Yan symbol yan. Okay, check natin to. Yan, negative 3 and 4. Ganun uli kanina, di ba? So, yan yung lines. So, yun sa kabila. So, the question is, di ba, remember, what can say about the intersection of the two green lines? So, yan. Yung two green lines. Ano nga ba? Sasabing dyan. So, nag-cross sila, di ba? Ayan. Ayan, perpendicular slope. Ayan, di ba? Perpendicular. Okay. Check natin. So, the slope of perpendicular lines, if neither line is vertical, then the slope of the perpendicular lines are negative reciprocal. Di ba? Or, lines with slopes that are negative reciprocals are perpendicular. Or, if the product of the slopes of two lines is negative 1, then the lines are perpendicular. Or horizontal lines are perpendicular to vertical lines. Okay, try natin solve. Write the parallel, perpendicular, or neither for the pair of lines that passes through 5, negative 9, and 3 and 7, and the line through 0, 2, and 8 and 3. So, unahin mo natin yung M1, slope 1. So, substitute yung value ng y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So, makukuha natin yan 16 over negative 2. That is a negative 8. Next, after that, for the slope 2, 3 minus 2, and then 8 minus 0. So, we have 1, 8. So, we have here, pag sinat nyo, negative 8 over, actually this 8 over 1, baka magtaka kayo, bakit may 1 to? Kasi nga, di ba, hindi naman nilalagay na talaga yun. So, cancel ang 1, so we have 8 over 1 or negative 1. So, we have here, so alam natin na ito ay perpendicular because of the negative. Yan, ito yung symbol ng perpendicular. Yan. For the equation of a line, so objectives is write the equation of a line given its slope and a point on the line, or write the equation of a line given 2 points on the line, or write the equation of a line given each slope and y-intercept. So there are objectives. So we have to find the slope and the y-intercept of a line given each equation, and then write the equation of a line parallel or perpendicular to given line through a given point. Okay. For the slope-intercept form, so y is equal to mx plus b. So that will be the formula where m is the slope, b is the y-intercept. So our objective is to write the equation of a line given each slope and a point on the line. So yan, given natin. So slope is 5 and y-intercept is -3. So yan, substitute natin. So replace the m and b by 5 and -3. So yan. Simplify. So we have 5x minus 3 because positive multiply negative, that is negative. So for this is question. Okay. For this one, ganun din. Substitute natin yung y, yan. Is equal to mx plus b. Walang value tayo ng b. So yun ang solve natin. Solve for b. So we have here b is 13. So yun ang value ng b natin. 13. So replace m and b back to slope intercept. So y is equal to 3x plus 13. So that will be your value of y is equal to 3x plus 13. Okay, so write the equation of the line through the -1 and 2 and 5 and 7. So we have to first calculate the slope. So solving for that, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Alam natin yung value ng x1, tsaka ng y2, tsaka ng x2, tsaka ng y1. Okay, so we have 7 minus 2 over 5 minus multiply -1. That is a 5 over 6. So that will be your slope. So now plug into the y, m, and x into slope form intercept. So yung, di ba, yung y is equal to mx plus 5b. So, nakita natin, ayan o. Di ba? Okay, for the value of slope, this is 5 over 6. So, yung 2, ito, -1, yun, di ba yung x and y natin? Okay, next, solve for b. Makuha mo yung b is 17 over 6. So, that will be the value of b. So, replace this back into the slope intercept form. So, alam natin, y, 5 over 6, where m is 5 over 6x plus 17 over 6. So, this will be your value. Okay. So, that is, ayan, only replace m and b. Okay. For the horizontal vertical line, if a is constant, the vertical line through AB has equation of x equals to a. Diba? If b is constant, the horizontal line through AB has equation of y is equal to b. Ayan. So, di ba? Kumbaga, yung value ng x is a, value ng y is b. Okay, next. Find the slope of y-intercept of 2x minus 5y equals 1. Solve for the y, and then we will be able to read it from the answer. So, we have 2x minus 5y is equal to 1. So, pagparti natin, lipat natin yung 5y, become positive, and 1 will become -1. Okay, so divide both side by 5. Ayan. So, nakuha na natin. Di ba? O, di ba? I-ayos lang natin. Y is equal to mx plus b. Okay. So, will be your value of your slope is to 5. Value of y is y-intercept pala, which is the b is -1 over 5. So, yun yung value natin. Ito yan. Dalawa na yan. Tsaka yan. Okay. So, I hope na nagkakaintindihan tayo, ha? Okay. Write an equation for the line through 5 and 7. For the x is 5, y is 7. Para to the 2x plus -y pala, equals 15. Okay. So, here. So, alam natin yan. That is, yan. Pinagpalit lang natin. Magiging -15. The other one is positive 5y. Para kasi y is equal to mx plus b. Okay. So, yan. Divide both side by 5. Okay. So, makukuha na natin yung formula na natin ng y-intercept. Okay. So, we have here slope of 2 over 5. Kasi ito yun. Slope natin. Okay. So, all you know that is we have a point here. Di ba? 5 and 7. Ayun. Okay. Substitute muna natin. Yan, o, di ba? Slope mo is 2 over 5, yung 5 mo plus, cancel yung 5, magiging 2 plus b. So, we have here, transpose sa kabila will become negative 2, then b will be 5. So, pag nire-write na natin yan, y is equal to 2x plus 5. Diba? So, this will be your y-intercept. Okay, next is the right-hand equation for the line through 5, 7 parallel to the x minus 5y is equal to 15. So, that will be your value. So, we have here, inayos natin yan. Yan, kanina na-solve natin. So, pag yan, okay. So, yun yung line natin. So, yan. Kanina rin. Nakuha natin kanina doon. So, unang sinolve natin yan, ha. So, that will be our line. So, parallel nga siya. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, parallel yung ating equation. Okay. Paano naman the slope or perpendicular? So, the slope of a perpendicular line is the negative reciprocal m. Flip it over and change the sign. Okay, paano bang gawin yon? Example, slope of perpendicular lines. For example, we have 2/3, 1/5, negative 2, and 2.4, and negative 7 over 2. Paano natin gagawin? So, note that the product of perpendicular slope is negative 1. So, for example, yan, 2 over 3, magiging, ayan, negative 3 over 2. Diba? So, reciprocal natin ang negative. The other one, ayan, magiging negative 5. Diba? So, 2 is magiging positive 1 over 2 or 1/2. For this one is 12 over 5, magiging negative 5 over 12. And for this one, yan, o, diba? Positive 2 over 7. So, we have here. So, nakuha na natin yung ating mga slope. So, madali lang yan, di ba? What about the special cases? Like, what is the slope of a line perpendicular to a horizontal line? So, well, the slope of a horizontal line is 0. Ayan. What the negative reciprocal of 0? Ano nga ba? O, ano mangyayari pagka ganyan, di ba? Anything over 0 is undefined. So, the slope of a line perpendicular to a horizontal line is undefined. So, hindi pwede. Okay. So, maraming salamat, guys, sa inyong pakikinig. I hope na marami kayo natutunan. So, paki-check na lang po ang inyong mga Google Classroom. Okay, maraming salamat po. Ciao!